Krishna.
Yes.
So, we will sing tomorrow.
Yes.
Is this your first visit here?
The first visit, yes.
Do you have the whole house?
Yes. They're doing very nice. This afternoon we had some meeting in the university, Kirtan. Wherever we go, Kirtan, and speaking. You have seen our book, Lord Chaitanya's teaching?
No, I haven't seen that. That's new.
Yes.
Is that ISKCON published?
Yes.
So you printed where?
Japan.
Pardon?
Japan.
Printed in Japan.
Yes.
Beautiful. You're very industrious. It's marvelous.
Next book is coming, Nectar of Devotion.
What will that be? Your own writings?
No, it is authorized translation of Rupa Goswami's book, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu.
Whose?
Rupa Goswami, and Lord Chaitanya's principal disciple. Rupa Goswami. There are 6 Goswamis, direct disciples of Lord Chaitanya. Not 6 Goswamis and 3 other confidential.
Yeah.
So, amongst the 6 Goswamis, Rupa Goswami is the principal. Rupa Goswami. He was a finance minister in this government of Nawab Hussain Shah in Bengal. But when Lord Chaitanya started his movement, he was captivated and he resigned his service, government service, and joined. And he wrote immense literature, Goswamis. And that just I was talking, that Narottam Das Thakur, he says, Rupa Raghunatha Pade Hoibe Akuti, Kabe Hama Bujhava Jugala Piriti. The conjugal love of Radha and Krishna, one can understand when they go through the literature presented by these Goswamis. So his first book is Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, the ocean of nectar of devotion. That is very authorized book. Quotation from various Vedic literature about Radha Krishna and the different stages of relationship with Krishna, Shantaras, Dasharas. Admiration, God is great. This is also one stage. Appreciating the greatness of God. Then further development, Dasara, willing to serve. Oh, God is so great. And I must serve. Because every one of us serving somebody. So why not serve the Supreme? Nobody is free from service. Because we are constitutionally servant. So either you become servant of the great or Maya. Just like in any condition of our life, we have to abide by the laws of the state. If we say that we don't abide, then you come to prison house. Okay? You are forced. Similarly, Maya and Krishna. If you don't abide by Krishna, then come to Maya. You cannot be free. That is not our position. Freedom is frustration.
Do you remember of a man named Richard Alpert? Do you remember of a man named Richard Alpert? He used to work with Timothy Leary in Harvard many years ago. And then he went to India and found a teacher, and is now a disciple of Hanumanji, or a devotee of Hanuman. And he said that, well, we were talking about Maya and the present condition of America.
Some proof.
In a while. Well, we can talk. It's nicer food, to speak. I had a question I wanted to ask. Are you tired?
No. I can talk with the whole night.
Yeah. So he said that his teacher in India told him that LSD was a Christ of the Kali Yuga for Westerners.
Christ?
Of the Kali Yuga for Westerners, in that as the Kali Yuga got more intense, as attachment got thicker and thicker, that also salvation would have to be easier and easier. And that...
Okay, Chanan, arrange Ginsberg. She's a Bengali lady, recently come from London. Rekha.
London case?
No, only New York.
So, as the Kali Yuga became more intense, and as attachment became deeper and more confusing,
attachment for?
That salvation would also have to become easier and easier in the Kali Yuga.
That is very nice statement. That in the Kali Yuga, salvation is very easier. That is the version of Srimad Bhagavatam also.
Mm-hmm.
But that process is this kirtan, not LSD.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was the reasoning there was that for those who would only accept salvation in purely material form, in chemical form finally, in completely material form,
then what is the salvation?
That Krishna had the humor to emerge as a pill.
No, the thing is, when it is material form,
yes,
then where it is salvation? It is illusion.
Well, the subjective effect is to cut attachment during the...
But if you have got attachments for something material, then where is the cut-off attachment? LSD is a material chemical.
Yeah.
So if you have to take shelter of LSD, then you take, help from the matters. So that is how you can, how you are free from matter.
Well, the subjective experience is, while in the state of intoxication of LSD, of also realizing that LSD is a material pill and that it does not really matter.
So that is risky. That is risky.
Yeah, now so, if LSD is a material attachment, which it is, I think, then is not the sound, the shabda, also a material attachment?
No. Shabda is spiritual. Originally, just like in Bible there is, let there be creation. This sound, this spiritual sound, creation was not there. This sound produced the creation. Therefore, sound is originally spiritual. And through the sound from sound sky developed, from sky air developed, from air fire developed, fire, water developed, from water land developed.
Sound is the first
yes.
first element of creation?
Yes.
What was the first sound, traditionally?
Vedic, they say Om. Yes. So, at least we can understand from your Bible that God said, let there be creation. So this is sound, and there is creation. The God and his sound is not different, absolute. I say, Mr. Ginsberg, this sound and I, a little difference. But God is not different from his energy. That is called Shakti Shaktimato Aveda. Shakti, energy, and Shakti Mat, the energetic. They are non-different. It's like fire and heat. They are non-different. But heat is not fire. You cannot differentiate heat from fire or fire from heat. But fire is not heat.
Well, the sound Krishna.
Yes, is not different from Krishna.
Is not different from Krishna.
No. Therefore, this sound
under
Krishna,
all circumstances. Under all circumstances.
Is that all circumstances. But it is the question of my appreciation, my realization. That will depend on my purity. Otherwise, this Krishna sound and Krishna not different. Therefore, if we vibrate sound Krishna, then I am immediately in contact with Krishna. And if Krishna is whole spirit, then immediately I become spiritualized. Just like if you touch electricity, immediately you are electrified. And the more you become electrified, more you become Krishnaized. Krishnaized. So when you are fully Krishnaized, then you are in the Krishna platform. Takta dehang punarjanma naiti mamiti kauntya. Then fully Krishnaized, no more comes back to this material existence. He remains with Krishna. The impersonal shall say merging, that is less intelligence. Merging does not mean losing individuality. Just like a green bird enters a green tree, it appears merging, but the bird has not lost his individuality. There is individuality. Similarly, Krishna says in the 4th chapter and 2nd chapter that I, you, Arjuna, I, and all these people who have assembled, it is not that they did not exist previously, neither it is that they will not exist. That means I, you, and all these persons, they were individual in the past. At the present we see it practically, and in future they will remain individual. And individually we are that in our present existence, every one of us is individual. You have got your individual views, I have got my individual views. We agree on common platform, that is different thing, but we are individual. That is our nature. Therefore there is disagreement sometimes. So the individuality is never lost. But our proposition, Bhakti Marga, is to keep individuality and agree with it. And agree with it. Our surrender means we agree with Krishna in everything, although you are individual. If Krishna says you have to die, we die, out of love. But we are individual. I can deny. Why shall I die? That prerogative I have got. Just like Arjuna was asked, now I have taught you Bhagavad Gita. Now whatever you like, you do. Jathechasi tatha kuru. As you like. He doesn't touch the individuality. But Arjuna voluntarily surrendered. Yes, Karishya Vachanam Tava. Yes, I shall do whatever I ask. He changed his decision. He decided not to fight, but he agreed. Yes, Karishya Vachanam. This agreement, this is oneness. Not oneness does not mean mix up homogeneously. No, he keeps his individuality. Krishna keeps his individuality. Jatechasi tatha kuru. Now whatever you like, you do. He says, yes, Karishya Vachanam Tava. I shall do what you say. So this is oneness. Not to lose individuality. Because we cannot lose our individuality. We are individually made, originally. Krishna is individual, we are individual, everyone is individual. Merging means merging in that total agreement. That is liberation. Total agreement, without any disagreement. That is the perfection. To keep individuality and agree with God in total agreement. That is perfection. Okay. And imperfection, so long we are in rebelled condition. That is material. Because one who has the slightest desire of disagreement with Krishna, he cannot live there. There the only predominant figure is Krishna. So one who is trained fully to agree with Krishna, they are accepted as associates. Therefore Bhagavad Gita says, Bhaunam janmanamante jnanavan mang prapaddate. After many, many births of cultivating knowledge in spiritual life, a fully conversant, wise person surrenders into Bhaunam janmanam, after very many births. How he surrenders? Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Oh, Krishna is everything. The Vedanta Sutra gives hint. Janmadasya jataha. What is Brahma? What is Supreme? Athata Brahma Jigyasa. To inquire about Brahma, the Supreme, the answer is Brahma is that or he who is the original source of everything. We have to find out who is the original source. So that requires wisdom. So when one is perfectly wise, after many, many births, culture, he says, here is the origin, Krishna. Vasudeva Sarvamiti, Sa Mahatma Srila. Oh, that Mahatma, great soul is very rare to be seen, who has surrendered. So we are giving the shortcut process. What one has to attain after many, many births, we are simply saying you surrender to Krishna. This is Krishna consciousness. This is the greatest boon or what is called greatest reward or contribution to the human society. And if actually one is wise, then he'll take our word. That if one has to come to this point after many, many births, that Krishna is everything, Vasudeva Sarvamiti, to understand, why not accept it immediately?
Do you take the rebirth literally?
Huh?
Do you take rebirth in human form literally?
Yes.
As
What is the difficulty?
I just don't remember having been born before.
Huh?
I don't remember having been
You don't
born
remember
before.
your childhood, that does not mean you had no childhood. Do you remember when you were so small boy? What did you do?
Little things, not very small, but...
Or when you were in your womb of your mother, do you remember?
No.
And then Does it mean you are not?
No, it doesn't mean that I'm not.
Yes. So you do not remember, that is not reason. That is explained in the Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah.
Dehinasmin jatha dehi komarajo manangjara tatha dehantaram prapti dhira sattva namani. Because I do not remember what I did in my mother's womb, that does not mean that I had a little body. The body is changed, I am there. Therefore I change this body, I will remember. And this is common sense reason. I am changing my body daily, every moment. Your childhood body and this body is not the same. You have changed your body. But that doesn't mean you're a different person.
Yes, but I've really never seen or heard anything but what I see and hear now. Or what I see and hear is what I can remember is what I can remember. I've never heard any reasonable or even drawing description of previous incarnations or previous births.
You've never heard?
I've never heard anything sensible sounding about it, anything that actually makes me think, that must be.
Is it not sensible?
Not really, no. No.
Why not?
Sensible,
Now,
touchable.
suppose the fact, your body in the mother's womb, in the first day of the father and mother sex life, it comes just like a pea. Then it differs.
Mm-hmm.
So from the pea you have come to this point. The body is changing. So what is the astonishment if you change this body, again take another pea form? What is the difficulty to understand it?
Well, the difficulty to understand would be any permanent being, to understand that there is any permanent being or any continuity of any form of consciousness from one body to another.
Then you have to concise. Therefore you have to take, just like when you cannot understand something, we consult some great authority. Is it not?
Not enough to make me dream of it at night, no.
Huh?
Not enough to make me dream of it at night, no. Not enough to make me love it. Words are not enough. That authority is not enough to make me love
don't
it.
accept authority.
Not enough to love.
No, love apart from love.
Not enough to not that I don't accept authority. It's just that I can't even understand an authority that says that I am there when I don't feel myself there.
Well, suppose when you are in some legal trouble, you go to lawyer, you cannot understand. Why do you say you cannot understand? When you are diseased, when you go to a physician, authority we accept.
In America, we've had a great deal of difficulty with authority.
No, that is I mean to say, misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Authority we have to. A child has to accept authority. Always ask mother, what is this? Father, what is this? Why? That is the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Ask. And that is the way of acquiring knowledge. That Vijnanartham Vedic injunction is that if you want to understand that science, you must go to Guru.
But do you understand your previous lives from the descriptions in authoritative texts or from any introspective
No, we have to
recollection
corroborate it. Just like in the Bhagavad Gita, it is said that Suchinang Simatang Gehe Yoga Bhrashta Sanjat. One who could not finish this Krishna consciousness he gets birth in two places, either in very rich family or in a very pure Brahmin family, Brahminical culture family. So from my life I experienced, when I was very a little child, 6 or 7 years old, I was very much fond of Krishna. And I got the opportunity of these two things. Although my father was not very rich, but he was pure Vaishnava. He was great devotee of Lord Krishna.
In Calcutta?
In Calcutta. And accidentally, I was born in a very rich family. You have seen that picture in my Calcutta dancing. In that, there is a Kashi Mallik's family. So they're very aristocratic family. I did not belong to that family, but I was born in that family. You see? And from the very beginning, the Kashi Mallik, they have got a nice Radha Krishna temple. So, I was standing before the deity and I was saying, oh, he's Krishna. People say he's dead, how he's dead, and like that. And then I asked my father, I said, worship Krishna, give me. So my father gave me Radha Krishna. So whatever I was eating, I was offering him. So the statement of this Shastra and my practical experience corroborates.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to take instance like that, you see. Sadhu Shastra Guru Bhakka. We have to test everything from three positions. Spiritual master, scripture, and holy man. Christian means just like Bible. What is Bible? Scripture. Why it is scripture? It fully contains the instruction of sadhu, holy man, or spiritual master, Lord Jesus Christ. Therefore it is scripture. The scripture means the statement of liberated holy man. That is sadhu. Therefore, scripture should be tested through the holy man and spiritual master. Spiritual master should be tested through scripture and holy man. And holy man should be tested through spiritual master and scripture.
What is the difference between holy man and spiritual master?
No difference. But one has to test whether he is holy man. Then he has to corroborate with the statement of the scripture. And spiritual master is to be tested whether he is holy man and whether there is corroboration with the statement of the scripture. Sadhu Shastra Guru Bhakka Tinete Koriya Oikko. Just like in the law court, the experienced lawyer speaking and giving evidence. Sadhu Shastra. And the judge is giving judgment. Here is a statement, here is this law book. Yes, the judgment is here. So he is also testing, the judge is also testing how the lawyer is speaking and how it is corroborated to the law book. So similarly, everything has to be tested in that way. The scripture should be consulted and we should have to see whether it is corroborated. So we should not accept any man as spiritual master or holy man if he does not corroborate with the statement of the scripture. He is at once rejected.
How shall we sing tomorrow?
Huh?
How shall we sing tomorrow? Have you thought of an arrangement of the program?
As you like.
As you like. At what time are we supposed to do it?
8.
In a hall?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a stage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The stage has there's the seats, there's a floor, and there's gradually little steps, about 6, 7 steps, and then the stage, regular platform. So on the steps people can sit also.
Yeah. More the merrier. So how long will we go? Did you figure?
Well, we have the auditorium. So
How long? 4 hours?
At least 2.5 hours.
Okay, let's go for the whole 2.5.
Oh, good, good.
So, how do you feeling about chanting?
I have been chanting steadily all along now, and I enjoy it more and more.
That's all.
Lately, Peter and I have been chanting together on stages, and lately we have been singing Raghupati Raghava Rajaram. Is that part of your canon also?
No, there is no harm, but this chanting, Hare Krishna mantra,
Yeah.
is recommended in the scripture.
The Hare Krishna is the most pleasing of the chanting, as far as I'm concerned. Do we want to do that continuously for the complete?
That's nice.
Do you want to do that continuously, or do you want any other, like Gopala or any other?
I think this Hare Krishna mantra should be chanted.
Uh-huh.
Right.
See, we have 2.5 hours.
We'll be lecturing too, though.
Yeah.
Lectures.
I think in the beginning we should have kirtan,
Yeah.
and at the end we should have kirtan, and in the middle we can speak, you can speak about Krishna
I
consciousness.
think you had better speak because you're more eloquent on it, and also you understand in the language
You
what
should
you want
also
to say.
speak. I will speak, you will also speak.
Well, you might not like what I say.
Now you say your experience, how you are experiencing, that's all.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Fine.
You are right. Jat vibhuti mat satya, you have got Krishna's blessings upon you. You are not ordinary man.
I'm not certain that I'm worthy of them, so I'd rather...
That's all right. But I know that you are not ordinary man.
Well, I've only recently stopped smoking, by the way. Finally.
You,
With that car crash, I quit smoking. But I haven't stopped eating meat. So what is the...
you remain with us at
intelligence of
least
meat.
for 3 months and you'll forget.
Yeah.
You remain with us for
Yeah.
3 months. With your associates,
Yeah.
you just come to Vrndavana. We shall live together.
You have a farm now.
Huh?
You have a farm now.
Yes. And you will forget everything. You will fully Krishna conscious.
Yeah. We have a farm also now
Yeah.
in upstate New York. There we have vegetarian table also in the farm. We have cow and goats. But
From economic point of view,
yeah,
if one man has got a cow
yeah,
and 4 acres of land, he has no economic problem. That we want to start. He can independently live any part of the world. Simply he must want cow and 4 acres of land. So let the people be divided with 4 acres of land and a cow, there will be no economic question. All the factories will be closed.
4 acres, you think?
4 acres. That's all.
Maybe.
That I have instructing Kirtanananda to show this example in New Vrndavana.
Yeah. You're going to be able to do it on 4 acres for one person.
I hope so. Whatever he tells me.
Is it very difficult? 4 acres of land per head?
I this last night was in Minnesota, which is flat very fertile, very rich land.
Where it is? Which province?
Minnesota. It's in the Midwest, further west. Talking with a poet who also is a follow sadhana, whose family is from that area for many generations, whose brother has 1,000 acres of land, and he himself has 160 acres of land. And as farming is done now in America, apparently 160 acres is not enough to support a farm economically, because farming is done now on such large scale with machines.
What you want.
Yeah.
If you want to live in the so-called American style, that is so.
Yeah.
But if you're willing to adopt the Vedic way of minimizing the material needs in order to pursue Krishna consciousness, not just what does one need? They need sufficient food to keep the body healthy and a place to lay down. So 4 acres is plenty.
Where do you get the, how do you feed the cow all winter?
Well, on 4 acres you can do it.
You can get enough hay for cow for...
Fodder, yes. You grow.
Even enough food, it depends on what part of the states.
He's a
north
farmer.
Whereabouts, what part of, because a cow has to have about 3 acres
For grazing.
for grazing, yeah.
Is that what they prescribe?
So, I mean, at most 5 acres. I mean, it's in that vicinity.
So we are interested in this problem of minimizing
So let us stop
and doing organic farming and minimizing
As far as
the effort and also the material.
one
used.
person can grow sufficient vegetables on a fraction of an acre.
Yeah, we had a
For a
big
year.
vegetable garden this year too. I've been doing farming, or Peter has been doing a great deal of farming.
How are you tilling your land?
Well, we have a friend who comes out with a plow.
You're doing it by hand.
We just got a horse.
We just got a horse. We had bad experience with the rotary tiller.
We
Got rid of it.
West Virginia, big near Wheeling.
So we're also going through a Gaudiya ashram for poets, a little farm for poets. No.
Yes, farming, agriculture, that is nice.
Yeah.
There is a proverb, agriculture is the noblest profession. Is it not said? Agriculture is the noblest. And Krishna was a farmer. His father.
A cow.
Yeah, cow, yes. And in Vedic literature you find a man is, richness of a man is estimated by the possession of grains and cows. Dhannena dhanavan. If he has got sufficient quantity grain, then he is to be formerly, even still in India, when a daughter is offered to a family, they will go and see how many morai there are, grain stock. If he sees that, here he has a 5, 6 big grain stock, then he goes, this is nice house. You see? They can feed. So in India still the arrangement is that every family has got at least 2 years grain in stock. You see? And cow, at least 1 dozen. No economic problem. And actually that is the fact. You keep cows and have sufficient grains, whole economic problem is solved. Eating. And sleeping, you can take some wood and 4 pillars. Of course, in your country, it is not
Very cold.
very cold. India, they are whole the year they are lying on the flat sky.
But still, it is very simple. We've also experimented with that. You can build a nice shelter for $10, $15.
Well, it depends. We see where we are. We're 20 below.
But we have near that in West Virginia.
And in Minneapolis or Minnesota, it gets 30, 40 sometimes below.
The trick there is to have sufficient wood sawed up.
Yeah.
Formerly in Europe, they are also living.
A man lived this way for 20,000 years, 30,000 years, till the 19th century.
So, we have to, the plain living, high thinking, the necessities of this bodily existence, that should be minimized and not unhealthy, healthy, to keep oneself fit. But the time should be utilized to develop Krishna consciousness, spiritual life. Then his whole problem is solved. Here is a big man.
Young devotee.
How many rounds in chant?
All round.
Eh?
All round.
Only one round?
All round.
All the way around.
All rounds.
All the rounds? Oh, very good. He's Mr. Dari.
Right.
Oh, you did not return?
ওর কত জন্মে দেখে কত ভালো পূর্ণ করেছে তাই না বলুন ওকে যে কত জন্মে পূর্ণ এরকম জন্ম পেয়েছে ছিল
Mr. Ginsberg.
No, I was saluting you like that, so.
গত জন্মের পুণ্যে তো ওই হয়েছে এরকম তাই বলুন ওকে
Suchinang Simatangi.
his birth so good because he was so good last time so
Children very easily.
Yeah.
Done.
Get into it, yeah.
So this is perfect yoga system. No artificial education. Spontaneous response, dancing, Hare Krishna. This is the easiest method. So, the greatest contribution to the human society. Do it.
Well, so tomorrow we'll be doing it.
Yeah.
So now the next question I had in my mind is, we'll be doing kirtan, then language, speech, then end with
That is
kirtan.
also kirtan.
Yeah.
Kirtan means kirtayati, glorifying.
Uh-huh.
That is kirtan. So either you sing musically or you speak devotionally, and both of them are kirtan. Just like Sukdev Goswami, he continually spoke to Maharaj Parikshit. That is also said, Sri Vishnu Savane Parikshit Abhavad Vyasaki Kirtan. Vyasaki, the son of Vyasdev, Sukdev Goswami, he became liberated simply by kirtane. But what is that kirtan? He never played musical way. He simply explained Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is also kirtan. This is called Sankirtan. Bhavi militva kirtayati. That is Sankirtan.
The chanting and
Chanting,
sankirtan.
yes, Sankirtan.
Well, if we have 2.5 hours,
We can have as long as we.
how long is sankirtan to begin with? Do you think?
The first one would last, what, 30 minutes? 40 minutes? 30, 40 minutes?
Uh-huh.
30,
Yes.
40 minutes?
40, 45.
40, an hour?
No, at least half an hour.
Okay,
at
at
the
least,
beginning.
okay, at least half an hour.
Last also half an hour,
Yeah.
1 hour. And we have got time, 2 hours.
Oh, as long as you want. Nobody's going to be using that auditorium.
Then make it 1 hour speaking and 1 hour kirtan, or 1.5 hour kirtan, 1 hour speaking.
At least an hour of.
Yeah.
okay,
I don't know how
no.
long you'll keep a big audience there.
Yeah.
That is to say, after the first hour, they might start milling out.
Yeah.
But if we keep half an audience, that'd be nice.
Yeah, well, half will stay. Then the other thing is what tune to use in the kirtans.
That
There
as
are
you
several
like.
tunes.
As you like.
I would like to begin with the one I've been using. Is that all right?
Well,
Or do you want
we can,
or end with
we
it?
can,
Or whatever way you want.
how can we get the people to join in? That's one of the big things. We want to have the audience to join us.
Now, it's an audience seated out there, huh? Let me see. How many devotees will be there?
On stage,
Everyone here, more from Buffalo.
did you check in on that?
What I think it might be a good idea is,
So
would it be possible to have the devotees start on the stage And then if it looks like the audience is not singing vivaciously enough, have the devotees go out and sing and walk up and down
Yes,
singing.
if the audience join, that will be very nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, do you have sheets with the words written out for the audience? Because if they've got that...
yes, we have that.
But the question I'm asking basically is, or one question I'm asking is, will it be all right to use the tune I've been using at one point or another?
Tomorrow, if we can practice together, so
yeah.
we can play together. So
we're having four drum cymbals and a tambura.
We can use yours, and we can use our when we chant. I think when we chant, it's easier for a large group to follow with.
Yeah.
First, we sing a couple of melodies, and we can practice on them well and see which ones we decide which ones.
Okay.
And I think once they get into the chanting, then I think your melody might be a little difficult for them to follow. I'm not sure because it varies. There's a variation there.
The problem though is that I've never been able to swing with it. That's why I haven't used it. So what I would suggest is, well, okay, we'll practice a little more. Let's practice a little more.
I'm sure we can swing something.
Yeah, but whatever we do, we got to swing.
That's for sure. It can be. But they've been. See what you think of various melodies. We play various melodies and see how we can come out. Another thing is, you want to have responsive chanting.
Responsive chanting must be.
That'd be interesting. Yeah.
That's it.
Well, then one person.
Otherwise, everyone will become tired.
Yeah.
And that will be chaotic. Response.
I think
that's nice. Then audience will respond.
So we had it got into some responsive chanting last time.
Why don't you lead the first chanting? Why don't you lead?
And you lead the second.
I can lead.
Okay. That's a good idea.
I can lead.
That's a groovy idea. Because I think we'll...
I think what we'll do is you lead the first chant, and then
others will
Mr.
respond.
Ginsberg can talk, and then a little of his experiences, and then you talk, and then Mr. Ginsberg lead the second chant.
Or else, of course, Prabhupada will be speaking for now, or maybe I agree that you can lead the first chant. You have a very nice voice too.
Well,
Because he'll be speaking.
If there is time, he will also speak.
Well, if he could lead the first, I think that would be the students would be.
No, if he leads the first, will they be able to have responsive chanting too? Do you want responsive chanting when you lead?
Oh yes, you lead, then we respond.
Everyone for devotee will respond. Naturally, the audience also will respond.
We'll have a microphone. That'll make it easy for the audience.
Then you also one of us.
Yes.
Yes. There is nice microphone.
There will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 microphones on stage, and I have one for around your neck, one for around your neck. If you don't like that, there are stands.
Yeah.
So the stands can be down here, can be up here.
Okay. Can Peter get near one too? Can Peter get near a mic also?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, well that's a very good program.
Yeah.
What instruments, stringed instruments do you have? Do you have a harmonium?
People from Buffalo. Oh, we have 2 harmoniums. Do you have a harmonium?
And then we have our harmonium also.
We have 3 harmoniums.
Do the harmoniums are they all in pitch, the same pitch?
We're going to have to check that tomorrow.
Yeah, let's check the pitch of the harmoniums tomorrow. I've been learning to write music. My Kovi guru was a poet named William Blake.
Oh.
Do you know Blake?
Yes, I have heard his name.
So I've been writing music. He's a lot like Kabir, I think.
Kabir.
Yes, Srimata Krishna Ji and Banki Bihari in Vrndavana. Do you know them at all?
Srimata Ji.
Srimata Krishna Ji in Vrndavana is a lady in Vrndavana who translates Kabir into English, compared him with Blake.
Then she is different. I know one Mataji. She came to see me from in Los Angeles. She's in London, yes.
I didn't meet her, no.
So So I have been learning to notate music in singing songs by William Blake, which I've written music to. You know. So those are in a way my guru.
Oh, I can give you so many songs. This thing, you can read it.
Are there many songs in there?
Not there. There is diacritic mark. Can you read it?
No, I don't.
This Nitai Pada.
Pada Kamala. Koti Chandra Susitala.
Yes, you are reading.
Yakayaya.
Je chha hai.
Yachayaya. Jagata Joraya. Jagata Joraya. Hena Nitai Vinnebai. Radha Krishna Patanai. Patanai. Drid Kri.
Dhara Nitai.
Drid Kri.
Dhara Nitai. You can read it. It is nice.
Sesambana Nahiyar. Prisa Janma
Galatar.
What meter is that?
Yes. Se sambandha nahi jar, britha janma galatar, sei pasu baro durachar. Nitai na bolila mukhe mojila samsara sukhe, vidya kule ki karibe tar. I shall explain to you sometime.
Ahamkaya Matha.
Ahamkare matto haiya, nitai pada pasuriya. Asattere satta kari mani. নিতাইয়ের করুণা হবে ব্রজে রাধা কৃষ্ণ পাবে ধর নিতাই চরণ দুখানে
Who wrote this?
This is Narottam Das Thakur.
Pardon me?
Great poet and devotee.
Whom?
Narottam Das Thakur.
I've been writing many in a beautiful notebook.
This supplied this dummy book
Then you can write.
without printing.
Yes.
So I'm using it as notebook.
Would you like to hear one of the Blake songs? Would you like to hear one of the songs of Blake?
Blake song?
Yeah.
Yes, why not?
You want to sing Tears Up? Whate'er is born of mortal birth must be consumed with the earth to rise from generation free. Then what have I to do with thee? The sexes sprung from shame and pride, blowed in the morn, in evening died. But mercy changed death into sleep. The sexes rose to work and weep. Thou mother of my mortal part, with cruelty didst mold my heart, and with false self-deceiving tears didst bind my nostrils, eyes, and ears, didst close my tongue in senseless clay, and me to mortal life betray. The death of Jesus set me free, then what have I to do with thee? It is raised a spiritual body.
Believed in spiritual body. That's nice.
It's
That is Krishna Consciousness.
it's Blake's
You wrote
version.
one article about this. In
Blake.
what?
I think one of the Krishna Consciousness poetry.
Yeah.
I mentioned Blake's.
Yes, he apparently fits into, in the West, what is called the Gnostic tradition, which has similar ideas and similar bhakti attitudes to the Buddhist and Hindu traditions. So, similar cosmology. He was my
Yeah, he did not give much stress on this material body.
No. At the end of his life, he didn't count on
So
material
there
life.
is a spiritual concept of life in his poetry.
Blake died chanting.
Huh?
I don't know what he was chanting, but he
He
died,
died
chanting.
singing.
Died singing something.
What of Blake's would fit in, I wonder? The lamb? The lamb would fit, or what? Well, the chimney sweeper, yes. The chimney sweeper. Want to try that? Yeah.
Chimney sweeper.
It's a song by Blake. When my... Do you need the words, or? You can follow that, would you? When my mother died, I was very young, and my father sold me while yet my tongue could scarcely cry. Weep, 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 so your chimneys I sweep, and in soot I sleep. There's little Tom Docre who cried when his head that curled like a lamb's back was shaved. So I said, hush, Tom, never mind it, for when your head's bare, you know that the soot cannot spoil your white hair. And so he was quiet, and that very night, as Tom was a-sleeping, he had such a sight that thousands of sweepers, Dick, Joe, Ned, and Jack, were all of them locked up in coffins of black. And by came an angel who had a bright key, and he opened the coffins and set them all free. Then down a green plain, leaping, laughing, they run, and wash in a river, and shine in the sun. Then naked and white, all their bags left behind, they rise upon clouds and sport in the wind. And the angel told Tom if he'd be a good boy, he'd have God for his father and never want joy. And so Tom awoke, and we rose in the dark, and got with our bags and our brushes to work. Though the morning was cold, Tom was happy and warm. So if all do their duty, they need not fear harm. Did you understand the...
Some of them.
Well, it's... the chimney sweeper is the little boy who has to go into a chimney to sweep out the soot. And the man who hired the chimney sweeper cut off all his hair. And he had beautiful hair. So his friend told him, never mind, because when your hair's gone, you know that the soot cannot spoil your pretty white hair. So if you have no hair, you don't have to worry what will happen to your hair. Which is a very Vaishnava doctrine also.
Excuse me, Prabhupada, it's 5 to 11 now.
Oh, okay, we better let everybody retire.
There's a little food coming.
Or it's a Gnostic doctrine if it's not Vaishnava.
Come on. You come. Mr. Ginsberg. Take. Just take. You. First of all, you take. You take.
Thank you.
Take more.
No, it's not, I think.
May I have something?